Hello, good evening. It's Monday, so we are going to be launching our brand new monthly make. And it's kind of sad because it's our last one for December for this year, isn't it? So it's the last one for 2024. Amazing, isn't it? How quickly this year has flown by. Evening, Victoria. So, let's just check. Evening, Mum. Let's just check we have sound. I think we do. Let me just double check, because we don't want to not have sound again, do we? Yay, we've got sound on YouTube, so there we go. Right, I think that is everything. Evening, Lynn. Evening, Maxine. Evening, Susie. This set is awesome. Thank you, Susie. So yeah, this is December's monthly make. It's our Scandi Fox. Kind of a Scandinavian theme to it. I won't tell you where I was when I got inspired, but you've probably got the gist of it. So in this set you get your Scandi Fox, you get your lovely borders, and then this, to be fair, I love this saying. So you've got your happy birthday to you, and I just think it's a little bit quirky, this thing. We'll have a close look in a minute. So as always, you get your leaflet. I'm not going to open it because your discount code is in there. And remember, you monthly makers, if you spend less than £20, you've got one for free delivery in there as well. You've got your step-by-step on the back. And then we have our stamps, because this is what we care about the most, isn't it? Our stamps. We have our gorgeous little fox with all his or her floral bits in there. If I turn it over, you can see it is a really big size stamp. Try and get the glare off it. There you go. It is a huge stamp, this one. And then with that as well, you just get some decorative bits. You get like a foliage, a heart, and then a bit of a flower. Again, trying to stick with that theme. It is a sketch, so it is something I have hand drawn, and I didn't clear it up. I didn't clear it up to be fine lines because I love that kind of sketch feel for it. You then get your borders with it. And what did I call this one? Scandi borders. Sounds like we're scanning the borders. So you get your lines, and then you get different bits to go in it to make lovely repeating patterns on your cards. So you can see we've got one here with hearts in it, and then we've got our hearts and circles. And then what I've also done on this one is you've got things like love, hope, new and home. So if you wanted to, these fit in your little border as well. So you can just create a repeating pattern to create borders, backgrounds really quickly. And then there's this one. Again, it doesn't look much, does it, this one? But I do love this, and I think I'll be doing a few more of these in the new year. So you've got your happy birthday to you in your brackets. And if I turn it over, you can see it's about a thumb. Slightly bigger than a thumb, this one. It is, I think it's quite an unusual saying, that one. Not unusual saying, unusual style. Yep, so those are our stamps. Suzel's foxes. There you go, perfect set for you then. Then we have our inspiration. So actually, I'm going to start with this one. So my theory. Oh, my camera is well off tonight. I'm having to like move my cards around. My inspiration for this was red and white. All I wanted was red and white. However, so it looks absolutely fabulous in red and white. Love it. However, it also looks really nice coloured. That doesn't do it justice. The colours are not bright enough on screen. Hold it up, there you go. That's a bit better, isn't it? So you can go for traditional Scandi colours, your reds and whites, or go a few colours and just colour in and embrace those lovely florals within our little fox. There's those two. I've got another one. I've got this one here. So again, we've just got that very red. Sorry, let's move you around a bit. Might be a bit better now. There we go. A bit straighter on my desk. I was all wonky. And you can see I've just used those little borders, so these little ones, to kind of mask it off and create areas or sections. But again, that lovely saying down at the bottom. Then we have, I'm going to do something similar to this one tonight, I think. I might do. I haven't quite made my mind up yet. I've got a card cut out, so that's what we're going to be using. So you can see we've built up our lovely border. So we've used 2 different, almost like icons, aren't they, bits in our border. And we've got our fox again, all coloured in. I think I've coloured both of those using Brusho. And then we've got our fabulous little saying at the bottom. That's our step by step. And now we've got to move these to one side. We're now on to Mum's examples. So she's done a Christmas one. So she's very crafty here. And so she's kept the happy, but then she's changed it for one of our old Christmas things. So she's just masked it off and popped Christmas in there. But again, looking at that sentiment, I think we do need some more in the brackets. So she's used the, I don't even know what to call it, foliage off our stamp set. So we've got loads of glare tonight, I don't know why. See if I move it a little bit. Yeah, so this foliage bit, that probably made it worse, that one there. To create almost like bits of tree coming down, hasn't she? She's used some snowflakes in the background, and then we have our gorgeous fox. And because her paper was grey, she's then just whited out the bits, which looks, I think, stunning. Imagine that in blues as well. So she's done it in grey, but blue would look just as nice. Stamp set for rolling off on me. We have, on this one, we've got a new home card. So she's cut out all the little letters from New Home, and again she's used that foliage stamp and then some of those filler stamps for our border to create the background here. But lovely DL there. Doesn't quite fit on the screen, does it? There you go, just if I do that. There's that one. Oh, that one's one of mine. So on that one, I think I've coloured that in with pens. But again, I've just used those little border stamps to create a frame around our little foxy. If it had been really clever, I'd have made it so it was completely square. But then that would have taken some like calculation, wouldn't it? And that wasn't happening. So there we go. So little fox. Again, she's teamed it up with some very I was going to say festive, but they are festive stamps. So she's put some twigs and pine cones in the background on there, and again we've just got our lovely little fox. But it's not little, it's actually quite a big stamp. I'm quite pleased that I've managed to get it on one of the smaller sets. There we go. And again, I think Mum quite like that little foliage stamp. So again, just a very simple, it's almost like a retro card, isn't it? So we've just got our happy birthday, and then she's just popped those lovely filler stamps around the side. Again, a bit of sparkle on that one, so I don't know, it's quite showing. There we go. And then another DL for us. So we've got a new home, and you can see those borders work beautifully with the letters between them. So that border stamp, and then you just pop your words in. And then we've got love and hope, and then we've got those little filler stamps and borders from our Scandi border set. Now I've remembered what I called it. And then finally, we have another little foxy. Again, that looks very wintry, doesn't it? The colours she's used on there. I'll tell you what would look nice, a nice polyplate print. Polyplate print there with our fox on top. That'd look really nice, wouldn't it? Might have to do that one week. So those are some samples using this lovely stamp set. And I can't tell if I like it where you just use one colour or where you colour in lots, because it gives it a completely different feel, I think. There we go. Oops, I'm running out of space in my hands. That one, and then this one. So I have got a 77 tonight, and I want to do a bit of a background because I think this works just so well to build really quick backgrounds. We're going to obviously have the fox on there as well, and then I want my sentiment on there. So let's move these back down here. This is where I have to remember where I've put my card. There it is. It was on the pile somewhere. So like I say, I have got a 7x7 inch, so I've got a brown mat to go with this. So this is about 6.5 inch, give or take. My dodgy cutting out. And let me grab some of my stamps. So we definitely want our borders. And again, I've not put any of my stamps away. I am really naughty. They all just get dumped in a tub with my samples, because I know I'll be using them again. Not that organised, to be honest with them. So they all go in the tray because I think, oh, I'll do some more, and then I never get around to doing more. So I think we are going to have decisions. I think we might do a bit of love on this one, and our fox. So I've chickened and egged this one, haven't I? I should have done my fox first and then decided what my background colour was going to be. However, we've got that lovely brown, and you know, we might actually go green. I know I don't do green very often, do I? But I think we're going to go green. So let me find, because brown and green go well, don't they? Got some of my little VersaFines on my desk. I bet it's not the colour I want now. You can always tell when the kids have been using my inks, because they always put holes in the bottom of them. So I end up with very whole inks. It doesn't affect the ink, it just drives me crackers. Right, I've got Olympia green. Is that going to be too green? Yeah, too green. It's the other one I want. So bear with 2 minutes. I want Spanish moss. That's much better, much nicer colour. So I'm just going to start off by stamping our lovely little border, and I want this to look a little bit distressed. I don't want it to look too proper, if that makes sense. I'm going to do green and brown, and then we're going to colour in our fox, I think. I think I've made a decision. So on this one, I'm going to line this one up on the edge so I'm kind of straight. There's that one. Like I say, I don't mind it being a little bit distressed, this one. And I'm just going to butt this one up. Butt it up nicely. Just like that. There we go. Oh, I didn't quite get it all the way, but that's okay. And then what we need to do is, you can either eyeball it. So there to there. So I need it to come about there. Yep, or you can stamp your rows in to get your difference. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to eyeball it, because you know what I'm like. And pop that there. It's about 1 centimetre up from the bottom. I think I only need one line, don't I? There we go. So again, I don't want it to be just my gaps in the same place. There we go. There's that one. Just going to pop it on there. There's that one. Let's twist it round. I could have done these really long to fit any card size, but I'd rather you get more on the stamp set. Again, about there. Ooh, I want it over this side, that's why. There we go. I'm trying not to have them all in line. Yep. Oops, didn't do that very well, did I? Because I moved it. Oopsie. And then I'm just butting it up again. I'll move that one. Evening, Rachel. I've got inky pinkies and I didn't line it up very well. However, and then that one's off the bottom. So we've got a bit of a background going on. And now, I think I'm going to cheat. No, I'm not. I was going to say I'm never getting this stamp off, but it did. It came off. And I think, what did I say? Well, we might do a bit of hope, actually. Love and hope. What do you think? We'll do love and hope. So I am being naughty. I should really get 2 stamping blocks to do this with. However, for quickness. I've got hope on one side and then I've turned it over and I've got love on the other. So I'm going to grab my brown. I want to bring my two colours together. She says, where's brown gone? Just really put the ones I'm not using away. There we go. So I'm going to start off with blue, I think. Could have used red, couldn't I? Could have used anything really. And all I'm going to do is start filling this in, and I'm just starting randomly anywhere. Yep. Now I want a bit of hope. You can see, really easily building this up. Put hope in there. And now I want a little bit more of hope. Now I want to love. I do love pattern building. It is so relaxing and it's just so much fun to do. There we go. And then I'm going to do this line here. So I'm going to skip it because we will use one of our others. Evening, Jackie. So we're going to start with a bit of hope. Oh, not that line. This line. Now we're going to have a bit of love. But it's pattern building, I think, is so useful in crafting, isn't it? All you need is a couple of stamps and hey ho, you've got a background. Need hope. She nearly forgot which one she was using then. I know. Can't take me anywhere. Oh, thank you, Jackie. You placed an order today. We will get that out to you as soon as possible. Because obviously with the Christmas posties we're already seeing slight delays. Can't be helped. So we will get this out to you as soon as we can. And we have had quite a few personalised stamps in as well recently. So if you've got a personalised stamp order outstanding, they have been made. They have been checked. They just need basically putting in an envelope. So they will be out tomorrow as well. It's really strange, we seem to get a big influx of personalised stamps and then nothing for a while. But they do make a really nice Christmas present. So. And I know a few of them are gifts. Right, so we have got a bit of a love and hope situation going on there. I'm just going to wipe the desk off. There we go. Right, and now I've got to make a decision, don't I? So I am going to use some of our little borders, the extra bits, the picture bits of our borders. So I could do them in brown, or I could do them in red. I think I might do them in red actually. I think we're going to go red. I know I'm bringing in so many colours, but I think it can take it. So I'm going to go for the hearts first. And I'm going to grab these only because my inks are on my desk, so I'm getting a bit carried away. If they're on my desk, I'm going to play. I'm not even sure why they're on my desk, to be honest. Right, so we have got, I think it's going to be that one. I think the other one's too red, if that makes sense. No, we're going with the dark one. So if you quite like that combo. Dark one. So I'm just going to ink this up, and guess what? We're going to do exactly the same as what we've just done. We're just going to fill in those gaps. So I'm going to start here, I think. And again, I'm not worrying about inking things up properly. I quite like rustic. seems I've got inky pinkies everywhere. I can't sit and go, oh, I need to do this precise. Now, should we do the other one as well? No, I think I'm going to stick to, oh, the other one has got a love light on. I'm going to do the other one as well. I think sometimes because it's a bit of a gap between me designing things, doing the samples for the month to make, and then coming back to it, I forget what I've done sometimes. I'm saying that I can do that just by going to sleep at night. I can forget what I've been doing. Oh, come on, Mr. Stick. Thank you. So again, I'm just going to pop this in. I'm not trying to line anything up, and I'm not. Don't want to stick that one. I need to clean. That's what happens when you don't leave them on carrier sheet. Right, and then I need this end this time. And I'm eyeballing all this. If you want to be precise, stamping platform is the way to go. However, sometimes it's just fun to stamp, isn't it? Never right and wrong. Well, there shouldn't be right and wrong, should there? So I'm trying to. What I'm doing now is, can you see I've got a heart down there? So I kind of want my circle above it. Yep. Nearly stamped that the wrong way. There we go. Next one. Move that up a little bit. There we go. Right. So we have a rather quick and easy background, which you could spend all day doing, or you can just kind of splat it like I have done there. And that eventually, there it is. I just nearly knocked everything down off my table. That would not have been good. Would have been starting again, I think, if that was the case. So I'm hoping not cut that very straight out. Anyway, yep. I think I might distress around the edge of it. But how cool is that for a background? I do like that. Right, so now we want our fox, because it is the focal point, isn't it, of our stamp set. So we have our Foxy Loxy. I haven't actually named this one yet. So decision time. I think I'm going to go with brown. Normally I would do everything in black, but because we've got that brown background, we've got brown on our we've got brown on our mat, we've got brown on our background. I think I'm going to stick with the brown. See, kids have been at it. So again, I'm just going to ink him up. And it is a big stamp, so just make sure you get all these bits and bobs, or her bits and bobs, before you stamp it. There we go. Turn it around. And I am trying to pop it towards the corner, so it's going to be Rusty Redfern. Rusty. Definitely when I'm using my browns and oranges on them. Just give that a real good press. Again, as always, my hands are not playing ball today. I know what I want them to do, but they're going, nah, I don't want to do any work. I'm going to give that a quick dry. I got all confused as well this weekend because we actually put the Christmas tree up, which we never do. Normally it's the weekend before Christmas we put it up. But we put it up this weekend And so now there's me going, you know, thinking it's like Christmas next week. It's not. I've got another week. Oh, it's just confused me a little bit. So I'm just going to grab a few little colours from here. I am going to choose red, and I'm going to choose green. Oh no 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 no! And I've got a bit of blue on there as well now. That serves me right for putting. Don't know if you can quite see that. I put a massive blob of blue brush-o just right there. I think it's turquoise. Hey ho. So we're going to have a lovely little fox. Okay. And we're just going to start painting this. Well, adding colour to it. I'm not going to go too over the top with my colour because I don't think it actually needs too much. I'm not doing the neatest colouring either, to be honest. I'm just splodging it on. It is really nice. I think it's a little bit different, isn't it, this stamp set? I think we might need to, you know, grab a few other little friends for our fox. I did ask why I didn't do a bear. I thought, well, no, I fancy doing a fox. I think an owl would look quite nice as well. But this was just a doodle that I sat drawing one night and was like, oh, that would make a really nice stamp actually. I'm just adding bits on. And you can hardly tell that I'm colouring in, but I am. I'll show you again in a minute. Adding little bits in. I just need to be careful that I don't activate that brush-o that I've got next to me hand. There we go. Really not doing too much with it. I'll get it off my table without causing too much of an orange explosion. I'm just going to dry this because I do want to put my red and my green in. You can quite see. Yeah. There we go, that's better. I need to move that light, don't I? It was really bugging me today. There we go, that's a bit better. No, if it's not one thing, it's another, isn't it? Always got gremlins. I could use pens, I suppose, to do this one. Not 100% dry, but it will do. So I'm going to do my leaves next. Oops. Yeah. I don't want my paint brush to be too wet for this because we've only got a teeny tiny little area to work in. So I need my paintbrush to be quite dry. So it's not blobbing water everywhere. I need to finish my sentences, don't I? It's because I start thinking. Let's keep adding little bits in. Again, I want it quite dry because I'm going to come and grab some of this dark brush-o, raw brush-o even. again, just picking it up, popping it down. There we go, right. So that's my green done. And then I'm going to get rid of that piece of tissue because I've got show my fingers green. And now I've got to use red, and we know it always goes a bit wrong when I use red. It goes from looking alright to, oh, what did she do? But it matches our background. We're not doing anything extra than the colours we've got in our background. Susie's cat's joining in. Probably coming in for cuddles. I'm quite lucky we have fish, so they don't come in for cuddles. Look, a lady got some more puffers over the weekend. They're teeny tiny. We thought our original puffers were tiny, but these ones are tiny, tiny. And the original ones are scared of them. It's quite funny watching them. So you've got these, well, they're not really big. The big puffers are about that big, about 2 centimetres if that. And then we've got these teeny, teeny, tiny ones which are like, I'm being generous if I say they're a centimetre long. Yeah. And you've got these, like the bigger ones, like running scared from the little ones. We did have to move the plecos out because they're a bit big and a bit daft, and they kept burying the little ones under the sand. I had to definitely move them out into a different tank. We haven't just like kicked them out or anything. They have got another home. They've moved to the tank next door with her tetra, I think, are in there. Bear won't take them on. Put them in his tank. But yeah, so funny, these little puffers, these new ones. Feel. Right, and then I just need to do this top flower. You can see how dry my brush is because it's not moving the ink at all when we put it on. There we go. Right, sorted. Let's get that all tidied up. I do need to do its nose. And I do need to dry that as well. Let's just get that look of it cleaner. We've got all sorts going on there. Just like that. There we go, right. Oh, it's still filthy. It's cleaner than it was, isn't it? Let's get that dry. Put that back over there. I'll just start with landslide everywhere now. Hoping that's okay. And there it is. I was going to say I've not got a clue where my guillotine is, but there it is. Old Faithful, this one. It kind of does more chewing than it does chopping these days. And there we go. So let's have a quick look. You might actually go down in the bottom corner. then we can do our happy birthday, can't we? Right, I wasn't sure if I was going to fit everything on, to be honest, but I think we can. So, I've got some brown. I'm just going to cut this up. I can do it that way, I think. It won't fit in my guillotine that big. Normally I'd stick this down and then cut around it, but I've left the pin out on my glue, so my glue's not going to work at all. Oops, just knocked everything over on my desk. But it would be easier if I just stuck this down. There we go. We've got that bit. That's going to go on there. And now we need our happy birthday. Just seeing if it had any push list on it. So I'm going to use my brown again because that's my colours for this one. Ink him up. And that's okay. And I'm just going to pop this in the corner. Oh, I've left ink on the back of my stamp block. I end up with red fingers. Could have done that the other way around on the side and then, you know, wiped off the ink and then stamped it. There we go. So we've got a happy birthday to you. A quick blast. I do love that one. I think it's pine cone, the brown I'm using. Yeah, pine cone. It's such a deep brown. Could mistake it for black. Pop that on there. And there. Oh, let's just trim a little bit off that one. There we go. And then let's just cut a bit of this down. Hang on. Check that out. Making the most of my scraps. There we go. And there we go. So all that we've got left to do would be to stick it together, but oh, unless where's it gone? Let me see it. No. Sometimes you can take the silver bit off and just use that bit. But I've gumped it up proper style. Yeah, not happening. Ooh, that might happen though. Use the glossy accents instead. There you go. Where there's a will, there's a way, isn't there? So I'm going to start with this one. I'm actually, before I do anything else, I am just going to distress a little bit around the edge. I think it will look nicer, so you guys can move over there. I might actually do all of them, to be honest. And there we go, a bit of tea dye. Don't want to use some juicy one. Everything starts shaking, doesn't it, when I start distressing things. I'm just going to add a little bit around the edge. But I do love this dance. I think it is just so much fun. Something a little bit different as well. And I think it's a great one to end 2024. There we go. Just going to grab my sentiment. I'm going to turn my tissue around because my tissue's breaking up. Trying to work out which ink this one is, and it is one of the original ones. So this ink pad was from 2015. So it's had a good innings, hasn't it, this one? It's probably done workshops as well, to be honest. Just do a quick little bit of distressing. There's that one. And where's Mr. Fox gone? There it is. We'll get there. I could have just run my VersaFine around the edge as well. That would have looked okay. Giving it a bit more of a harsher colour. I do need to colour his nose in, it's driving me crackers. Little nose needs colouring in. Right, done. Let's just spritz my desk. Sorted. So let's get glooping, shall we? And what is nice as well about the fox is he's got them dots on him. So if you want to, you could bling him up. I might use a bit of gel pen on him in a minute. Do that now actually. Whilst I'm thinking about it, and he's going to have a sparkly brown nose, I think. There you go. Nice little sparkly brown nose. And got these lovely little dots down here. Just pop a little bit of gel pen in them. I'm just going to pop a little bit on the sticky out bits from the flower as well. There we go. See, it really doesn't take much to colour in our fox, does it? Our foxy loxy. Right, let's get this one stuck together. Come on. Thank you. There's that one. And then do this one as well. And I know I'm using the glossy accents, but my glue wasn't going to work. Got this one. And I've just realised I've cut a card for this one. Which means the other piece I'm using yet is a card as well. Move over slightly. There we go. And now I just need to put it all together and have a bit of a faff with our layout. So I think, so I love that as a background. Yeah, how cool is that background? So I have got my little fox, and I think, oh, look at that. Okay, I honestly didn't think that was going to fit on together, so I'm going to put my happy birthday to you. You've got to sing happy birthday, don't you? There we go. That can go there, and then you are going to have some foam pads. I need to be careful because I put my glossy accents on. Not glossy accents. gel pen that won't be drying. So we've got a happy birthday to you, and then we're going to put our little fox in the corner. Okay. And I'm just eyeballing it that we've got the same distance there and there. And I know I've covered most of my background in there, haven't I? But we know we did that work. And you know what I'm like? If I hadn't have done it and I said, right, I'm just going to do a bit here and here, I'd have changed my mind. But there you go. Our little foxy. And that beautiful background set. So, as it is our opening night for our monthly make, I'm just going to quickly run through what you get. So you get your leaflet, and then in your set you get your fox, which is what we've been playing with, and you get those extra bits with it as well. You get that gorgeous border set, again we've been playing with that tonight, and then you get your happy birthday to you stamp. Again, doesn't do it justice, it is like bigger than my thumb, that one really. So those are your 3 stamp sets from this month, and then we are going to do a really quick whip through the samples to show you. So that's a step-by-step card, and you can see that's an 8-inch and there's a 7-inch. So that's just plain brown in the background, and look how just by changing your colours up get a completely different look, don't you? Yeah, so there's that one. Keeping it red for our Scandi inspired. Got a gorgeous like forest themed one. Got a bit of a framed one. Got a new home just using the border set. We've got a Christmas one. Mum's dropping a hint that she wants a Christmas stamp like that. We've got just simply coloured. How simple is that? It's stamped on and coloured. Really, as a batch card you can make loads of them, couldn't you? Got a bright red one, proper red one. Got a really, it looks really retro, that one, doesn't it? Do love that one. Got a new home, and then we have our little Foxy Loxy. Again, to me that looks really wintry. Love the colours on that one. Does look really wintry. So there you go. Where's tonight's card? There. Oops. I'm trying to pull it apart. That'll teach me, won't it? Taking it apart. So there you go. That is our final monthly make of 2024. Cool, isn't it? I do love the fox. I think he's going to be so much fun to play with. So that is it from me today. We're back next Monday. Probably be 7:30 again. We've got so much going on after school this week. It is crazy busy. Seems that everything seems to have just fallen these last couple of weeks. So we'll be back next Monday playing with our monthly make, and I'm trying to think, do I have anything else to tell you? For those that you've been asking, the critters are on our website, and I know they've been very popular, so we will be getting them out to you tomorrow. I think they're all ready to go actually. So yeah, critters are on the website, and I think that's everything I had to tell you. So I do hope you've enjoyed your monthly make, or are enjoying your monthly make, and I hope I've inspired you a little bit tonight. So thank you as always for watching. Do take care, stay safe, and I will see you all again very soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.